Scott here, welcome to the Rogue Review. Independence Day Resurgence. It's just brought out its second trailer, so I thought it's finally time that I actually watch Independence Day. Those of you that don't know, my birthday's actually on Independence Day, 4th of July, so I'm not sure how I've got this far in life without seeing the film. I don't know, it's gone over my radar, and I've never really had much of a desire to watch it. I mean, I like Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, but yeah, it's just 90s action films aren't usually my thing. But today I finally watched Independence Day, so here to talk about it. So Independence Day it's a very simple story of aliens invading Earth. Now, I've always known that, but I didn't know why they were invading Earth. And you sort of, briefly in the film, you get... There probably will be some light spoilers in here, by the way. I mean, the film's been out 20 years. So, you get some exposition of why the aliens are invading Earth by the president. He's possibly the most likeable president I've seen in a film in a long time, or ever, actually. He's quite cool. And gives a great speech, great monologue, which is obviously in the first Independence Day Resurgence trailer. So I recognised that. And sort of this alien sort of goes in his head, and when the alien goes in his head, he gets this information dump and then spits out a whole bunch of exposition at us of why the aliens are attacking Earth. And they're just dicks, basically. They just want our planet. They go from planet to planet, devouring them pretty much. And they want Earth because they want to actually occupy it. I think that's what it is. So yeah, Independence Day. Did I actually like it? I guess that's the question. Yeah, like it was an alright film. It's an alright film, not the best 90s sort of action flick I've ever seen, Obviously I grew up watching these sorts of films, but it's it's not bad. It's not bad. I think if I'd watched this growing up, I probably would have enjoyed it more and I would look back on it with a bit more nostalgia. But it was just alright. It's alright for me. Like, and I'm not even saying I'm judging it on the special effects, because they do look dated, especially the fire. There's so much fire and it just looks so 90s. There's some really stereotypical character things, like Jeff Goldblum's boss, I believe. He's incredibly camp and just over the top. And you just have several like really over the top characters who are just sort of thrust in there, and that was just sort of a real 90s thing, and so when that came up I was just like, oh, cringe. But 90s films did things that we don't do today, which watching this film I was sort of just like, I wish we did more stuff like that, sort of this sort of optimism and heroism, it's less apocalyptic, there's less shots of buildings and everything blown up and more about the fight back, whereas a lot of these films that are coming out now, like Man of Steel and Transformers, it's just carnage everywhere. Here you get some really good carnage, like one scene of it, we've actually got cars flipping up and everything, and there's CGI there, but it's not super CGI all the time. They put it in right, and it looks good. It looks good when it's put in. But the thing is, I don't really feel like I get to know the characters that well. It feels like the characters, they service the plot, and they're just a tad more than caricatures. You get to know them a little bit, but the story's not really character-led. It's all about responding to this situation that they're in. And the characters that survive are the characters that are required in order to make sure this is going to succeed, and so it's all a little bit coincidental. So it's all right. It's all right. I mean, I prefer more character oriented stuff, and like, it's not a very interesting story. I found myself bored in places, but I'm watching it intrigued because I said birthday's on 4th of July, so I'm watching it, and thinking, this is a film I should have watched by now. Nearly 25, should have watched this, and And yeah, it was just okay. You know, Jeff Goldblum was good, Will Smith was good, but not amazing or anything. I mean, this isn't like a performance-heavy film. I think if anyone has the best performance in the film, it's possibly the president. And forgive me, I can't remember the actor's name right now, but his monologue was really good. I really enjoyed him. So yeah, that's Independence Day. Has it got me more excited for Independence Day Resurgence? Not really, to be honest, guys. It's sort of it's just a sort of generic invasion movie. If the aliens had, if there was more to their motivation as to why they were coming to Earth and doing this, I think I would be more engaged. But it just seems really one-sided, really black and white. And it's 2016, you know, like we live in a world of Breaking Bads and Game of Thrones and, you know, this sort of entertainment where there's less black and white and more shades of grey, and it's far more interesting and far more relevant and real. Whereas there's the heroes, and then there's the aliens who are clearly the villains, and as I said, it's less interesting, you know. It's very old school filmmaking. But obviously it was revolutionary at the time because of its special effects, which now, looking at it, don't feel as revolutionary. I'm glad I've watched it. Because now I can say I've seen Independence Day after all these years, you know, growing steadily quiet in conversations with friends bring up Independence Day, and you're just like, I haven't seen it. Now I have, so now I can be brought into the conversation. What do you guys think of Independence Day? Do you like it? Is this one of your favourite films? Have I just severely insulted you by saying I don't think it's that great? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, Rogue Review. Maybe I'll see Independence Day Resurgence. It's the sort of film I can imagine my friends would probably drag me to, because a lot of my friends really like the original one. But yeah, cool. Catch you later, guys. Peace. Hey.